Hello guys, my name is Sharon and I'm a singer-songwriter. I would really like to become a professional singer-songwriter, and recently I decided to build my own home studio and to see if I can produce my own songs. So I Google it and I try to find information about mid-range prices and the products that had and have a hype around them, and I make the plan and I build the studio, and I would really like to share it with you and correspond with you and see maybe there's something better that you can recommend me. Let's get started.
Alright, so this is my table, and as you can see the KRK ROKIT 6 size 6 inch monitors, and I must say they are really good. Very crystal clear sound. I have no complaints about them whatsoever. Any noise, anything, any tiny detail, it gives you away. It tells you everything. So you're not in the dark zone when you take your music to some other speakers. You hear a lot of details. So I can only really say good things about these monitors, and a lot of people use them at home, and that's the reason I bought them, and I have really no complaints about them. So I really recommend for anybody who's looking for monitors. They are really good. Okay, let's see the keyboard. The keyboard is very simple because it's at home, and I use the VST, so I don't need any knobs. Usually when you're at concert, you need a lot of knobs to control the keyboard, and since I produce my songs, I use VST a lot, and I control it from the VST itself, so I don't need any knobs, and that saves you a lot of money. So I bought it without the knobs. I have no complaints about this keyboard. It's by M Audio Keyring 49. Really simple keyboard. Let's see what else. I have the recording interface. It's by Native Instruments Complete Audio 6. This interface has a lot of bugs. The monitoring sometimes is lagging, or there are noises coming out of it, and I emailed them a couple of times, and they admit if anybody interested to see the mail, I could send it to you. They admitted that this interface has a lot of bugs, and they sent files update to try to fix any kind of problem it has. So I'm not very happy with this, and I'm still on the hunt for a better interface. So I must say there is something good about it, that the sound is really good, but it just has a lot of bugs, and I even bought I had to buy a better connection here. As you can see, it's not a usual one that comes with in the box, and it really helped the monitor lagging when you hear yourself in the in the phones while recording and while you're singing or recording your guitar, and it solved a lot of problems, because this cable is gold coated and it has a good transmission. That's why I bought it, and it really helped me out a lot. So for those who have this interface and has also a lot of bugs, it could help you out just by buying a better connection. Okay, these stands that you see, they are by IsoAcoustics This company here's the box. As you can see, it's adjustable height and tilt stand, improves any speaker system. So it's meant to avoid the vibration from coming from a table when you hear music, and so it helps you to hear the real sound of what's coming out of your monitors, any rotation that influence the sound that comes out of the speakers. So it really helped me, and I didn't have to do any carpeting job here. It also helps you with when you sit, so it really parallel to your ears. So they're very helpful, very creative, I think, solution. And I just, when I read about it, I just immediately bought it. It really helped me out to avoid a lot of work in the room. Alright, let's move to the headphones. These headphones are by Audio-Technica. Probably everybody knows about them, so it's not a surprise. This is the ATH-M50. They're really incredible monitor headphones. They are really, everything they say about them, everything that company says about them, it's really true. They have a precise sound. The bass and the highs are equal, and they are very comfy. I have really no complaints about these headphones. They're really perfect. They're not lying in terms of I hear the same sound that's coming from monitors. I hear the same sound in these, and they are great for monitoring as a reference. I tried to record with these my vocals, but it's still leaking, so the sound is still leaking, so they are not proper to record your vocals with. I'm probably gonna purchase the Behringer Dynamics, the DT770, the 80 ohms, I think that's for recording vocals, but these are really great. Okay, as for the cables, I use MOGAMI cables for all my connections, monitors, guitar, microphone. I connect everything in my recording studio with these cables, MOGAMI cables, and the brand, it says that the company says that this is a priority of professional recording studios. And as you can see, this is a very solid cable. I am very impressed by these cables. This is a gold-plated and oxygen-free and made of copper wire. I am very impressed by these, and I think I try to use Monster cables, and they are pretty pricey, and I wasn't really impressed by them like I'm impressed really by MOGAMI. And this is very also important to say that these cables, they are they have a lifetime warranty, which is amazing. I think it speaks for itself that you can use it forever, really. Nothing's gonna happen to them. So I think it's a mega plus, a big plus. And by the way, these small speakers, they are for reference, of course. When I try to mix and master, I also hear it from these small speakers. It gives me just a reference if it sounds good. I am still learning how to mix and master because this is really hard. This is the profession on itself, and it takes time, I think, to learn. But a good software and a good hardware, of course, helps you. And next week I'm going to update to Cubase 7.5, and I hope it will help me to improve my sound, because my sound is still really lousy. I'm still really learning. Okay, so let's move to microphones. Don't know why, but I'm a microphone collector. I buy a lot of microphones. I guess I'll keep on buying microphones as long as I can afford it. Here is the 80-20-35. This is a really solid microphone, a great microphone. I really have no complaints. It sounds great, and I bought it because people recommend it on the internet, and I'm very satisfied with it. And I also recommend it to you. You can record it any vocals you would like, vocals that tend to highs or tend to more bassy sound, or rapping. This is a really great microphone. I think that if Audio-Technica would manufacture recording interfaces, I am sure that I would run and buy it immediately without looking for any reviews. They are making really good products. And here's, by the way, I have a by the way, I didn't say, but this is a condenser microphone, and this is a ribbon mic. This is by a very unfamiliar company. It's by KEM. Maybe some of you are familiar with this. And this is a ribbon microphone, as I said. It's used for a more bluesy sound. I bought it because of the technical specification for a ribbon microphone, which was very good. If you read about ribbon microphones, you would know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here you can see more microphones. By the way, this is my first mic. This is just a simple USB mic. You don't have to connect it through recording interface. Doesn't have an XLR cable, just a USB cable. So it's an alright mic. It's by Electron. Okay, so let's see here more stuff. Let's start with more microphones. Okay, so this is by Behringer. This is the famous ULTRAVOICE XM8 500. This is a dynamic microphone, and I really like it. It tends for the lows. I like microphones that tend for the lows because my vocals tends for the low, but this is more a microphone for talking. I guess it's more compatible for it, I think. Okay, let's see this one. This is by Blue, and it's the Spark one. I really like to purchase microphones that tend for the lows because my vocals, they tend for the lows, but I think most of my songs, they tend for the lows, but they're of course for highs. But you can always switch switch the button, and you'll be more sparkly, and if you'd like, you'll be more lowish, tends for the lows. So this is a very good microphone. I really like it. It's solid and it doesn't hiss. It gives you a lot of details of your voice, and I'm very happy with this purchase. Let's see what else. You of course can Google about it if you'd like for more details, more technical stuff. Okay, let's see. This is would call it more Chinese kind of microphone. This is by SAMSON. It's CO1 studio condenser mic, And this was a gift from my ex-boyfriend, and I didn't really like it, you know, because it I didn't feel like it's given the details of your voice. It tends more like for the highs, and I didn't feel like it's given all the details of my voice. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so this is another microphone by a brand and KAM, and I'm not sure if everybody familiar with it. I don't think it's a quite well-known brand, but it's a condenser this time, which you know, I tried this microphone. I really like it. It doesn't hiss, it sounds great, it gives you details, and it also not expensive microphone. If you want to Google it, I don't really remember the price, but I think $90 or so. Yeah, so I really like it. I was really impressed by the sound. It's a great microphone. Okay, so here I have more and more cables, more and more stuff that I don't use on a daily basis, but I keep it. And by the way, this is also was given by my ex-boyfriend as a gift. That's how I started. So this is here it is. This is by Lexicon. This is my first recording interface. I thought that if I would buy a native instrument, I would hear some incredible difference, but it wasn't really like that, only in my dreams. So I keep it, but I don't use it. Okay, so let's move to my room treatment. I really try to read about it a lot, quite a lot, but I'm not professional about it anyhow. There are so many equipment that come and measure it, and you know, kind of special microphones that measure how much, I don't know, noise in the room. And I just, you know, I planned it and did it by some basic rules that you can find on YouTube. So I will try to, you know, to show you my room and explain it to you how I actually did it. Okay, here is the door. Okay, let's start with this place, which is the most important place in the recording studio room. As you can see, this is a blanket, and this is a warm blanket, and because it's made of wool to absorb, you know, the back sound. Because I put a blanket because if you open up here, you see a window, and the only way to treat this reflective window is putting a wool behind it. There is nothing I can do because I cannot close it. So the only way that I can treat it is to put a curtain blanket sort of you know, thing. And wool is known to be, you know, a great absorber. So that's why it's here. And here on the sides you can see a bass trap, and I made some, you know, different. It's not me, I'm the one who planned it, and my boyfriend, he is the exerciser of my plans. So we try to make different angles here, so you know, to absorb the different, you know, sounds that come in. It was said by many people on YouTube that it helps more to absorb. So that's why I did it in these different angles. And here on this side it's the same. This is an egg one. Here down, going up to down the floor. So you can see it here also. And the bass drops, of course, in all the corners. So here you can see this one absorbs the mid, and on this side as well. And of course the bass traps absorb bass, and on the ceilings, which I need, I think, to fix that one because it's might fall. This one, these things, they absorb the highs, and the reason that I put them there because the room, when you clap your hands here, the sound's quite, you hear a lot of reverb. Before I treated the room, you hear a lot of reverb and kind of metallic-y sound that tends for the highs. So I have no idea if I was doing something professional, but I certainly got rid of the sound. So I was like, you know, behaving myself, that I put some, and I was clapping to hear if I hear any difference, and if I didn't hear any difference, I put some more, and I tried some more to see if it disappears and make it better, sound better. But the also important thing to say is that when you put too much of it, the sound is going to be too dry, which is also not very good. And I basically also tried to make more natural environment, I guess, which is important that you have a table that is made of wood. What the hell? The Russian accent is taking over me. Wood. And also the sofa, you see? A sofa, it also absorbs part of the frequencies, the mega reverb that you want to get rid of. And here is the carpet. This carpet is made of wool, and it also, you know, acts as an absorber in your home studio. Okay, so if we will, you know, turn back, they call it, I was trying to make a diffuser, but I was trying to make a natural diffuser, I guess, which means that diffuser is diffusing the sound, because you cannot make a sound that is still. It's not a natural environment. So I was trying to make it more kind of these cubicles. I used the furniture to create this, I guess, diffuser, which I didn't really do anything for it, just put it here. And you see this cute thing, it absorbs, and partly this is a fragrance, and this is made of glass, so it reflects, and it means that it diffuses partly, and so on. That's I don't know, this is my logical feminine mind. And here are books also, partly reflect, partly absorbs, and here as well books does the same thing, you know, just a natural environment, I guess. So part of the things absorb and part of the things reflect. Okay, let's move on to my computer specifications. So here is my computer. This is a PC, very big one. Hope you can see how big it is. Yeah. See here? You see it here? This is a big fan, big one. Okay, so let me tell you about the computer specifications. Okay, this is a really nice case. I really like it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the details of this computer, this specification. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, a great friend of mine who is knows about computers a great deal. He helped me out to, you know, to build this computer, which is mainly made for music production. So the processor, you can see it here. This is Xeon E3 1240 V3. This is basically a server. This is what he told me. And the compatible motherboard is here somewhere. Let's see. Where is it? So it's here. This is a DH87MC. This is the one that's compatible with this processor. And for the operation system, we use the SSD SATA. This is who's not familiar with what is SSD. This is a hard disk basically that just works much faster than the regular hard disk. And so we take one. We took one for the C hard disk. It's 256 gigabyte, and for the one where I open up my project, where I saved my project, 128 gigabyte, also SSD. Yeah, so when you open your project, it opens like in seconds. This is the whole idea of SSD hard disks. And I also took, the regular ones. Here, the terabyte. I took 2 of them. Just, for videos, pictures, and so on. Or, other files. This is a supplier. 660 watt for even more space if you'd like, to use more SSD or more regular hard disks. And what it was important as well for me is to purchase a really great case, because I don't know if some of you are familiar with this problem, but when a computer is just full of information, it just starts to, you kind of start to hear weird sounds, and it feels like it's getting old, that sound. So I was, I knew that I need to care to buy a great case for this computer and to put everything, in great order, to have quite a lot of fans that would cool it off. So the life of this computer will be much for longer, because I think if you buy a shitty, not a very good, case, you're gonna have some problems. That's my opinion on that from, my previous computers. When they are full of information, they just, give you some noises that, shows you, hey, I'm dying here. So I bought the Corsair 500R. This is a mid-tower case, and what I really liked about this case is that it has included a 200 millimeters side panel fan, 2 front mounted 120 millimeters fans, and one rare on the back, 120mm fan. That's what I like it. And that's why I purchased it, because it just cool it off. And in summer, when I have a lot of wool in my room to absorb the sound, it's just horrible, and you really need to cool off the entire room. So I think it's important to have great fans. And what I also like about this case is that these fans are very, very silent. I don't hear them. I don't hear any noises. I am very happy with this purchase, really.
So I really hope that you enjoyed my review, guys, and I hope you find it informative for you, for your studio. If you have any requests or questions, you are very welcome to address them to me. I'll be happy to answer if if I can help. And if you are a pro and you can give a good advice, I would love to hear from you. So if you like these kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be happy if you subscribe. And I'll be sharing with you in my next video how I produced one of my songs, and I will share with you how I try to mix and master. It's so not very easy, and one song involves so many aspects that you need to learn. So I hope you will find it interesting for you, and I hope that you're having a very sunny day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!